Okay guys, so here's the review for your interim. So let's talk about all these different types of sampling or experiments. Okay, so the word census. This means we're going to talk to everybody. So all is going to be involved. So it's like the census that United States does to count every person in America. Okay, again, we talk to everybody. Simple random sampling is when you assign a number, and randomly pull out. So, for instance, if I took everyone in your class and put their name into a bucket and then I swished it around and I pulled, that's would be a simple random. Using a number generator would be simple random. Okay. Systematic, to me, is the OCD person's perfect thing. This is every nth. So, for example, I'm going to talk to every 5th person or every 10th person. You're going to be very organized on how you're going to talk to people. Convenience, you're thinking this is like the easy way. Or another way to say it is, I like to call lazy. This is when you talk to your friends, your family, people you feel more comfortable going up to ask questions. Okay. Cluster is when you break into groups. So break into groups and pull pull all of the group of one group. Okay. So for instance, all of Berkmar is considered to be in a group because we're in classrooms. So you're in my group. You're the Vetrano group. But let's say that people of the county wanted to talk to students at Berkmar to see if they like it here. A cluster would be they pulled one group, but let's say they pulled a 9th grade language arts class, and they're going to speak for the whole school. That would be a cluster. Okay. Now, stratified is when you break into a group and then you pull one from all groups. So let's go back to the Berkmar High School. We have everyone in a group broken up into a classroom during 3rd period. So they go and pull one student from every classroom to talk about how they like it at Berkmar. Okay, that would be that one. Observational, you only watch. I am not a speller, as you can tell. Let's try this again. Watch. But you don't meddle. So if we're just watching people walk, you don't interact with them. You only watch. Experiment is when a treatment is provided. Experiment tends to be done especially in the drug trade. So like with Moderna and Pfizer and all that, before they came out with the COVID vaccination, they actually had to try it on people. Okay. A simulation is when we use a computer to model something because we don't want bad to happen. So for instance, car crashes. That's why we have crash test dummies. If we want to know how Atlanta would do if a hurricane comes through, we would simulate a hurricane on the computer and test it out. Okay. Sampling is when you're asking part of the population. I won't be able to go ask everybody in Georgia how they feel about the Falcons. So I'm only going to ask a few and to determine how the rest of Georgia is going to feel about it. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do here. So a study of how penguins and polar bears react to warm weather. So observational, remember this is a watch only. Let's watch only. Experiment, some type of treatment. Simulation is about a computer. And sampling, part of a whole. Okay. So penguins, this one we can actually do some type of an experiment because all we have to do is turn the heater on. So this one is going, actually no, I'm sorry, a simulation. Okay. So this one, yeah, because we don't want to hurt them. D, a study where the surveys to see how Georgia feel about the educational. Again, we're not going to be able to talk to every resident in Georgia, so we're going to do some sampling there. Salaries of CEOs. I can actually go onto Google to see how much CEOs make. So this is an observation. Okay. And the study of an effect on new pain-reducing medicine. So that is B. Okay. Yeah, because we actually, penguins and polar bears, that can actually hurt them if we get too warm. Okay, and then the last, right here. Let's see, let me see if I can move it. Much better, huh? Get the pearls. Okay, you decide to conduct a survey to see how Gwinnett County students feel about their school lunch. You visit Archer, Parkview, and Lanier. So notice we have 3 groups right here. Okay, so you randomly select 10 students from each school. Okay, so it's these 2. We pull from every group, so this is stratified. Okay. In order to determine customer satisfaction, the manager of Six Flags decides to survey every 23rd person. So 23rd is actually systematic. Okay, and then number 7, Ms. Cho decides to put your class into groups. Okay. And this one you gotta be careful. She writes every student's name down on a slip and puts it into a jar. Okay, that is simple random. Okay, you want to be careful. She's getting them into groups. Okay, equality control manager wants to leave work early, so he decides to check the last 10 products to come out of the production line. This is actually going to be a convenience because he wants to get it done fast to go home. Okay, here it is the experimental. Whoops, I really cannot spell. Let's try this. Experimental units. And humans are actually called subjects. Okay. I hope this helped.